My name is Emma, and I graduated from Richmond Hill High School. And right now, I'm a second year at McMaster University for their health sciences program. I remember that morning I was in guidance looking at other programs, thinking about accepting an offer, but that exact afternoon, I got that email. And it was really unexpected because I know how competitive the program is. I maintained a really high average throughout my 4 years in high school. I did do extra classes outside of school, and I also self-studied. I did extracurriculars outside of school, for example, like graphic design. I did archery. I was a teaching assistant and also a campus ambassador for Top Class Edge. Since I did have all of that experience, I was able to pick out the things that I thought were most relevant and include them in my sub-app. I think a strong sub-app has to be authentic. The admissions team is reading so many of these sub-apps that at one point they can definitely tell whether you're sincere about using your passion for health sciences and doing something meaningful with your experience in undergrad. There are a lot of qualified people who can make that 90 average threshold, but the sub-app is what differentiates everything. I think my favorite class right now is my anatomy and physiology class. So we have traditional lectures and the content is really interesting and engaging, but we also have these weekly labs or tutorials that we get to engage with real specimens. They're from real people, and for me that was just a lot to handle. But right now, I can pick them up, interact with them. For me, that feels like a lot of personal growth. After I get up, I have some breakfast and then I go to my classes, which usually lasts until 3 or 5 in the afternoon. Between classes, depending on how much time I have, I might go to the library to squeeze in some extra time to do work, or I might go home and make food for myself. The end of the semester, everything's super busy, lots of assignments and tests piling up. I usually stay at the library or somewhere on campus to study or just work on whatever work I have to do. Next week, I have a presentation, a test, and a quiz for 2 other of my classes, which is a lot, but once it's over, I'll be going into exam season. I was a student at Top Class Edge ever since grade 9 when I needed help on my reading and writing skills. English seemed like such an abstract and subjective thing, but with Francesca's help, she was able to break down assignments and show me that there is really a structured way to approach writing. And through lots of practice and different types of writing, whether it was for applications or academic purposes, in undergraduate right now, there's a lot more writing than I expected. I always have that little voice that's telling me where should I start or how do I express my ideas clearly. There's so much effort that goes into writing, and sometimes it seems easy, but for me it really wasn't, and I really have Francesca to thank for where I am right now. So for anyone who's applying for McMaster Health Science, I think first and foremost is making sure that the program is a good fit for you. There is a lot of attention put on collaboration, critical thinking, and problem solving. There are so many applications, and the admissions team really wants to see who stands out and who is sincere about their passion for health sciences and what they want to do after. I think if you try your hardest, everything will be worth it in the end.